Hey guys, welcome to Beer Brothers, and we're coming at you with another reaction video. Today we are gonna do one of those random videos first, and that would be the Vandals. It's a punk rock band from the 90s. At least the song that we're reacting to is from the 90s. And the song is called Pizza Tran, and it's from the album 1990 album Fear of a Punk Planet. So, have you heard the Vandals at all?
No, but I really like punk rock. I don't know where I'm
Punk
at
punk.
today.
Punk punk.
Oh man, it's just a lot of words trying to come up with them. But yeah, I really like punk rock, and if it's anything like Blink-182 or like Smashing Pumpkins or anything like that, maybe the Ramones,
I
I'd
think
be.
personally, I haven't listened to too much punk rock, and I believe like Blink 182 is a very famous band, so I've probably heard one or two songs from them. Usually, when I listen to music, I don't really pay attention to artists. It's not until recently that I've started paying attention to the artist versus the name of the song. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be getting started here shortly. Let's go ahead and check out the video. And there's no captions available for this video. All right, so let's go.
All right.
I'm not here. Oh, there it is. That's weird. Silent intro.
Bruh, what? Oh god.
Yo. Okay.
Bro. Okay.
Is it like Blink 182?
Definitely like their older stuff, because Blink-182 started in the 90s, and
Yeah.
they followed that same fast pace, like, you can hear the bass, you can hear the drum. Um, Definitely reminded me of their older stuff. However, this band was before Blink-182, so, like, to hear punk rock like that, it really does throw heavy 90s vibes.
And I think some pretty heavy stereotypes of punk rock as well.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know if it's like a whole thing across the whole entire thing, but seems like those at least this band seemed to be somewhat immature in a lot of the things. And this song was basically a love song to pizza.
Yeah.
So
okay, so if you look at punk rock, it is kind of meant to be immature-ish because it's like
ironic.
It's more. It feels like it's geared towards teenagers in a way because we are in a stage in our teenage years where we're immature.
We are. Excuse me, I'm an adult.
I'm saying, when we
I have a beard to show it, don't you see?
Yeah, I have a beard, too, but that's beside the point.
You said we are.
Well, I meant, as teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah.
I remember I was very immature, just, with all the skateboarding stuff that goes on, and it seems like...
You skateboarded?
I didn't skateboard. I can't keep my balance, but, my inner me, I identified as a skateboarder.
There he goes. What did skateboard people feel about people that identify as skateboards even though they've never been on one?
I think it's just the mentality.
I think we need to ask some skateboard folks. Now, personally, I do skateboard from time to time, but I'm not really into all the other stuff that comes with skateboarding, so...
I really wanted to skateboard when I was 6, but I found out that I can't keep my balance.
Oh, I found that out real quick. That's why my butt kept ending up on the pavement, right?
Yeah.
But I kept trying to actually learn how to skate. I'm not sure about you, though.
I tried. I was more afraid of falling and thinking about, scooters and stuff like that.
Scooters?
It was all a new thing to me to have something without a handlebar.
See, the thing that... scares me is those hoverboards where you actually have to keep your balance in order to move and in order to stop.
Bruh, that's just like a Segway without the handlebar.
Yeah, exactly. A Segway without the handlebar. Even Segways scared me. Those things, you tip over, you're done. You're eating dirt.
But they look like they wouldn't tip over.
They look like they wouldn't. But I've seen some other videos on YouTube.
And plus, that just throws too many mall cop vibes. Maybe good for
mall cop vibes.
Maybe it would be good for some
how
punk
about
rock
we actually
videos.
Talk about this song?
I'm just saying.
So basically, it's a love song to pizza. Extremely immature in a lot of ways, but definitely, I don't know. I wouldn't listen to that song over and over again. It's a little bit too. It has not aged well, okay? It's very cringe.
Most punk rock songs are very cringe, especially through the 90s. It's just, I would listen to it again, but it would have to be on, a playlist where I feel very immature in the moment, and, I just want to listen to something that sounds kind of angry, but it's upbeat.
All really upbeat and happy, and you love pizza. Your little kitty love pizza. That's what's happening.
I
pretty
love
sure.
pizza.
I wonder if some of those type of songs were actually an analogy to something else. In reality, what he's singing is about a girl that he loves or something like that. It could be.
It very well could be because
I'm not sure how many girls out there would like to be compared to food that you can eat and lick, but
I'm sure there are people out there.
Yeah.
One thing that I think about, though, is, I feel like they were very mature by using immature analogies.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it, it definitely gives that dirty teenage humor.
Yeah, definitely.
And I appreciate that because I remember back in middle school and high school when I started, picking up on those jokes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, my little brother is going through that right now, and he thinks it's funny, but he also knows it's wrong, and so he'll never repeat it, except to me, and then I would have to be the one to be judge whether or not that's a joke that he should tell, like, mom and dad to kind of talk it over a little bit, because there are some jokes that are inappropriate and are given an inappropriate context as well at school. And so I'm like, he told me this one joke once, and I was like, who said that? He's like, oh, my team captain for the basketball team. My mom coaches the basketball team. And I was like, yeah, that's something that you want to talk with your coach about, because that ain't right for a team captain. And that was a very inappropriate one. And so he goes to me for judgment of whether or not he should tell mom and dad, and then he tells mom and dad if I say something. But
yeah, I just feel like, the nostalgia of, like, immature teenage toilet jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
we all went through that phase.
As young adults, we still do that. We're only in our 20s.
Hey, there's people that do it in their 40s.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But one thing about punk rock today, it seems like it's matured a lot. So I feel like we should do a reaction to a modern contemporary punk rock song and try to compare it to see how it's changed, especially from the Vandals.
Yeah, I think that might be a later video, but
that would be fun.
That would be fun. But yeah, there he goes, punk rock, the Vandals, Pizza Tran from Fear of a Punk Planet, album 1990. So yeah, Beard Brothers out.